Hi everyone, this is Val, your tutor, and today's topic is Microsoft Word. And probably most of you know Microsoft Word software is used to create simple documents such as CV, resume, or leaflet, or a poster. Yeah. So, and it's a widely used software. And to open the software, you just click on the start button and click on the Word application. Or if you don't find the application, just search for the Word under the start menu and click on the Word app. Usually, the Word app is a blue icon with a W. Okay, let me do it one more time. You just click on the start button and then click on Word or search for Word and click on the Word app. Okay. And once the Word app is open, you just click on a blank document because you're doing a blank document right now. So to a blank document. And let me zoom out. You can see like the whole page looks like a piece of paper. And normally by default it's an A4 size paper. There are different sizes, but we are using most default it's A4. We have A3 and other sizes. And the orientation of the paper right now, what you see is a portrait format. Uh, if you want to change the orientation of the paper, you click on layout and click on orientation and choose landscape. And you can see at the moment what you see right now is a landscape, and now I think we revert back to the a portrait. So that is how you change the orientation, portrait or landscape, and however you want to start the document. Okay. And you have a lot of menus on the top. You can see there's a home menu, insert menu, and so on, and each menu is a ribbon. Basically, if I click on home, you can see a set of menu, whereas if you see click on insert has a different set of menu. And under home menu, probably we're going to see some of the features, the basic formatting features. You can see it's all grouped here on my PC because I think it's because of the projection. But normally you probably see the whole menu. When you click on home menu, you just see the whole font menu straight away rather than just grouping in the format you're seeing on the screen right now. And you see we have paragraph grouping where you see a lot of other features such as left align, center, and right align. And we have other features such as shading and so on. Okay, so under formatting, let me go through one by one. We'll start with the Calibri body. Where it's a Calibri body is nothing but a font. You can see a description underneath. It says font. Font is nothing but a type of writing. When I click on the inverted triangle, you can see there are different types of fonts: copper plate, Britannic, copper, Algerian, and so on. Okay, so we have a different hundreds of fonts here actually. Again, the next one is the font size, which is the a size of the writing, whatever you want to write. We start with 11. If you can increase the font size by clicking on the downward arrow of the font size option, or you can also press the bigger A alphabet and big and a smaller A. Bigger A denotes increase font size, and smaller A denotes decrease font size. And capital A and small a denotes the change case. I think most of you know what this case means. It's uppercase and lowercase. So changing case is like capital letter or lowercase. Sometimes you end up typing all the documents in capital letter, but you can in one go you can change the case from capital to a lowercase. So that's what changing case means. And then we have some font styles, which is bold, italic, and underline. And bold, normally bolden your text, whatever text you have. And italics is to write a slanted writing. And underline, you know, normally is underlining a text. There are different style of underlining. So you can choose whether it's dotted underline or double underline. There are other lot of underlines features. And then there is an option called strike through, which normally I think a tutor they can use strike through features. and there is a X to the bottom too, which is called subscript, and then subscript is like, and then we have superscript. Normally, subscript is like, for example, if you want to write H2O, the word H is normal and the 2 comes to the bottom. So, and then we can write the O normally. So, whenever you want to do a subscript, you can choose the X2 to the bottom or X to the power 2, which is X squared, which is called superscript. Okay, but we're not going to use probably at this level right now. And the next feature is the word art, or the text effects, where you can see different styles of writing, and text highlight color, where normally you can select the text and highlight it with a yellow or a blue color, as if imagine you're reading a book and you're selecting, highlighting certain sections of the book. So we could do the same with the help of text highlight color. The next one is the actual font color itself. Normally by default it's a black font, but you can change the color to blue or other colors. And whenever you choose a font color, make sure it's always a dark color, not a light color, because it wouldn't stand out if you use a light color. Okay. And the other features we have within the Word are coming under different set of ribbons. Like I explained it before, we have home ribbon, we have insert ribbon, we have design layout, and everything has a set of menu, basically. Okay. So to begin with, I think we'll start with a simple recipe sheet. I'm going to say probably, yeah, I can choose a font and then maybe a font color, but I normally suggest you not to format the text in the beginning. What you should do is probably you should probably type the whole text document in a default format and later format it. What will happen is if you format it, let's say I typed hello there, and when I go on to the next line, it's the word is copying the same format as the previous line. So it's better to avoid it, so that I think you don't have the same formatting as the previous line. Otherwise, for every line, you need to start formatting. So it's better to delete it and restart it. Probably we'll just do something by default. I'm just typing it up as, let's say, we're going to do recipe. We call that recipe as making a jerk chicken, making jerk chicken, and then we don't format it in the beginning. Making jerk chicken. Okay, I typed it, and then you press enter. Reason why we press enter is just we want to move on to the next line. So whenever you type a line and you want to move on to the next line, always you press enter so that the cursor goes from the first line to the next line. Or if you keep pressing enter, it will
So
always create an
I've just
empty
typed the
space.
title as making
Okay.
jerk chicken and I press enter. Why am I pressing enter? I want to go to the next line. So now I'm just going to type the subtitle as ingredients. Okay. And then I put a colon. And then I press enter again. So what are the ingredients we need to make a jerk chicken? Chicken. Enter. So just press enter because I want to go to the next line and start typing. I'm not typing a paragraph here. Okay. So then chicken, jerk seasoning, or jerk spice, you can say maybe. Salt, maybe onion. Onion, you need onion. Okay. I don't know jerk chicken, so you can help me. Okay. What else? Pepper. Okay. Pepper, ginger, garlic, ginger, and then lemon. Okay. Is that all? I think maybe oil as well. Yeah. Oil. So we have all these ingredients. Now, so I type a title and I pressed enter. So I came to the next line. So where is my cursor right now? After the word oil. Yeah? So now, after the word oil, I press another enter. Okay, because I want to insert a picture. Okay, so picture you can insert in two different ways. Okay, Either you can go to the software of Word where there is an insert option. You can insert from online, or you can minimize this software and go to Google yourself and look for a picture. So we'll do both the ways and see which one we want. Okay. So first way, I'm just going to go to the insert, and where is my cursor right now? At the bottom. Imagine if my cursor is here and if I type to insert a picture, what will happen? The picture will be after the word oil, so you don't want that. So that's why I'm going to the next line. Yeah. So I go to insert, I go to pictures, and I go to online picture. This device means they're referring to this computer. If I already have a picture, I can take it from my computer, but I don't have a picture, so I should click online picture. But this online picture is the software doing it. The Word software is trying to search for some picture. So here in the search area, I'm just going to type the word jerk chicken. Okay, and I press enter. So what happened now? It is looking for a lot of jerk chicken picture. So you just choose one of the picture you like. For example, this picture. I click on the picture and I should say insert. So that is how you insert a picture. So now let me zoom out. Now the picture is too big. I don't want this big picture. How do I make this picture smaller? So I go to one of the corner, either this corner or bottom corner, one of the corner. And when you go to the corner where there is a small circle, can you see? When you move the corner, can you see a double-sided arrow now? That's when you click and hold the click on the mouse and go diagonally inward. So what happened now? The picture is getting smaller. This is how you insert a picture and resize it. Okay. Let me do it again. I click on a picture and I move to one of the corner and I go click and go inward. Yeah, in diagonally, if I go it, the picture gets smaller, or if I go out diagonally, it gets bigger also. Okay, this is how you insert a picture from the insert menu, picture and online picture option. The other way to do it is, let me click after the picture. The other way to do it is, I minimize this software. When I minimize, what happens? It shrinks and it goes to the, what bar is it called? Taskbar. Yeah, it goes to the taskbar. Now I can go to the Firefox or Google Chrome or Edge, one of the browser. Okay, and then here you just go to your search engine. What is the search engine we normally use? Google.com. And what am I searching for? Jerk chicken. Let me put the word perfect jerk chicken. Yeah, and press enter. Am I looking for recipe or just image? Image. So you click on images. Now you can see you have different pictures now. Okay, let's say like, oh, this picture looks different, maybe this one is nice. Okay, let's say we choose one of the pictures. Let's say this picture is nice. I click on the picture once. Exactly, I click once. What happened when I click once? You can see a preview on the right side. Now you move your mouse to the picture area, not on a blank space, to the picture area. And what should I do? I do a left click or right click? Right, because I need a menu. When I do a right click, what option should I choose? Copy? Link. Is it right, or image? Image. Image link means you're taking the link and sending it to someone for someone to view it in the email as a link. Do you remember we saw about YouTube? Same like that. But I'm only sending an image. I want to copy the image, not link. So I say copy image. After copying, do I need this page? No, I can close it. Now I want to go back to my Word. Where is my Word? At the bottom of the taskbar. Good. Click on it. Now here, where is my cursor? After the picture, existing picture. So it's good. Yeah? And I go to home. Can you see the paste option here? And paste button has two options. Can you see bottom paste and top paste? Always choose the top one. Okay? I choose the top one. So what happened? The picture came. But there is a bottom paste. Sometimes when you click paste, well, I'm pasting, but it's not working. Then what you should do is you should go to the bottom, and there is an option called paste special. There are three options here. There's one option called device independent bitmap. You choose that option and you click OK. Then the picture might get pasted. Sometimes when you're copying and pasting, it won't happen. So that at that instance, just try the paste special and choose device independent bitmap. Okay. Now this picture I want to resize it at this picture. Okay. What should I do? I click on the picture, go to the corner, and then go inward. So now I'm putting both the pictures side by side, but I prefer this picture, not this one. So how do I delete it? I click on that picture and then not enter. Delete on the keyboard. There's a delete button on the keyboard. You press delete. Okay. So that is how you insert a picture. Now I want to go to the next line and start typing preparation. How do I go to the next line? Where do I put the cursor down? Where is my cursor right now? It's before the picture. So what I should do is I first click after the picture. So the cursor is after the picture and I press enter. Why shouldn't I press enter here when it's there? What will happen? No. When the cursor is before the picture and if I press enter, it will move the picture down. I don't want that to happen. Yeah? That is why I just place the cursor after the picture and I press enter. So I know I'm on to the next line now. So now I'm just typing the method preparation. Yeah? Coffee. How do I make it? Mix all the ingredients. Yeah? Okay. And marinate it for how, like 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay. Then what is the next step? No, is it? Am I doing cold, using cold, or in the oven? The cold, yeah. Okay. Prepare the barbecue setup. Okay. And take the marinated chicken and place it on the grill. Yeah. And then turn over periodically, I will say. So you can see sometimes if it's too hot, you can just change. So I'll just, and then maybe after 20 minutes. Okay, after 20 to 25 minutes, it is ready. Okay. So I know this is not jerk chicken, but this is okay. So we done some preparation technique. So here I've done the title, I put the ingredients, and I've done the picture. 2 ways we added picture. First way is by going to the software here itself, and next way is I minimize the software and go to Google and get the picture from the Google. Either way we can do it. And I went to the next line by clicking after the picture and press enter, and then start typing the preparation. So now I'm ready. I'm finished with my document. So now only I have to worry about formatting. Okay, how do I format? Okay, so to format, first of all, you need to select the item or select the line or select the paragraph. Here I'm just going to go line by line. First I'll start with the first line. I click before the word M, click and hold the click, and I drag. So that is when the selection is made. Either I can start from beginning of the text or from the end of the text. I can click and hold the click and I go backward. Either forward or backward. Somehow you have to select the item or select the particular words. I select the title now. Now to make the text bigger, I go to the font. Can you see the number 11 is there? I can change it to number 12. Or I can click on the bigger A, this 14, 16. I can click here, this bigger A, and make it maybe 18 or 20. Yeah. Now I go to the right, since still it's highlighted. Can you see here? I can go to the font here, click on this inverted arrow, and I change the font to Algerian. And I go to the color here, not this color, this is highlighting color, not needed. The font color, which is the A with the line underneath, a colored line. So click on it, and I choose, for example, a green color. Yeah, something like that. And now I go to the font style, which is bold, italic, and underline, is called font style. So I click on underline here. So I've done all these 4 or 5 options by just selecting once. Okay, now I want to put this title in the center. It's not in the center of the page. How do I do it? To put them on the center, you click on paragraph and I choose center. So that is how I put the title on the center. So we formatted it. Let me do it again. I select the next line. Okay, and I go to font and I click on the big A a few times. That's fine, that size is okay. And I go to the font type and I choose, for example, copper black. And then I choose the color as maybe dark gold color. And maybe I can go to underline again. Okay, so I've done this. Now I can select more than one line now, rather than doing line by line, because these two are important, so I've just selected. But here I can select from chicken all the way to oil in one go. How do I do it? Click before the word chicken, click and hold the chicken, sorry, not chicken, click and hold the click and go forward and come down. Don't release the click. Come down, 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 down. Now you release the click. Okay, I'll do it again. You can start from the beginning, click and hold the left click, go forward and come down, 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 and then release the click. Or you can do the reverse. You can go from the oil, the word oil after the O or the L, click and go backward. So I have made the selection now. Now in one go I can go to the font and I choose the font size as 14. And I go to the font here and I choose probably let's say Bernard. And I go to the color here and I choose maybe blue color. Okay. And then I go to the paragraph here. In paragraph you have few options here. This is left align left. This is center. This is right align. There's something here on the top. What does it say? Bullets. Yeah, and this is numbering. So I'm going to choose bullets here. In bullets you have many options. There are different style, but don't worry about it now. Just click on directly onto it. So what happened now? So all this ingredients has a dot now. So we know it is a ingredient. Okay. Now I come down. This picture I want to put it in the middle. How do I do it? Click on the picture, go to paragraph and click on center. Okay. Now I come to the preparation. What should I do? I do the same thing. Select the preparation, go to font, make it bigger, change the font to maybe Britannic bold, maybe underline. I leave it black as it is. I come down, I select all these ingredients, do the same thing, go to font, make it bigger. Font, I think maybe I can just maybe do freestyle script, like a writing, handwriting, maybe even bigger. Color, maybe I can just choose maybe dark gray or maybe this color, orange. Okay. Now I go to paragraph and I choose, instead of bullets I'm clicking on numbering 1 2 3. So what happened now? So that's step 1, step 2, step 3. Did you see why I didn't format in the beginning? At least it's easier this way. Okay, otherwise you will mess up the whole text. Yeah, you do it. Now does it look like a simple recipe now? Okay, there are many things we can do, but just we'll stick to this now for now. Now how do I save this file? I go to file, I go to save as, I go to browse, and then I'm going to choose location as desktop, and I'm going to say making a jerk chicken by Val, and then I click save. So that is how I create a simple document with all the formatting feature. Okay, so what I would say is but before we proceed, do you have any question?
Yeah, we have to.
You practice. Okay, I'm going to stop it now. Let me stop it and then you can ask me question. Let me stop this.